As the trailer progresses, it becomes clear that the smallest details hold the biggest clues about what is coming in episode 5. Even a fleeting glance or a background element can reveal secrets about characters' intentions or key unfolding plot. For example, the way a character holds a certain weapon or the sigil embroidered on a cloak can hint at hidden loyalties, betrayals, or future alliances. One particularly striking shot shows a candle burning low in a darkened room, casting long shadows that stretch across the walls. While it may seem insignificant, this imagery is classic foreshadowing in the world of the Seven Kingdoms, symbolizing the fragile nature of power and the darkness that surrounds those who seek it. The trailer uses these visual cues to communicate tension without ever needing words. Another subtle but powerful moment involves a brief focus on a map spread across the table. Tiny markers, pins, or scratches on the parchment suggest secret plans and maneuvers, indicating that the episode will reveal not just battles, but the strategies behind them. The trailer doesn't spell it out, but the visual placement of characters around the map suggests who may be influencing decisions behind the scenes and who is being left in the dark. Lighting, too, plays a major role in foreshadowing. Characters bathed in shadows or half-light often signify moral ambiguity, secrets, or dangerous choices, while characters fully illuminated might represent temporary clarity or truth. The trailer cleverly alternates between these lighting styles to give viewers subtle hints about who is likely to make decisions that will alter the balance of power. Small props also carry meaning. A cup tipped over on a table, a cracked sword, or a dropped piece of jewelry can hint at past events, unresolved tensions, or foreshadow tragedy. In one particularly telling frame, a character's hand hovers over a sealed letter, and the tension in their fingers suggests the importance of what the document contains. The trailer does not reveal the contents, but the framing and focus tell viewers that this object could dramatically impact relationships or spark conflict. Even the color palette is intentionally symbolic. Dark reds and deep blues dominate scenes of planning or confrontation, hinting at danger, bloodshed, and loyalty, while muted greens and browns appear in moments of travel or secrecy, conveying uncertainty and hidden movement. Every color choice seems purposeful, designed to influence how viewers interpret each moment. Foreshadowing also appears in fleeting facial expressions. A quick look of doubt, a shadow of a smile, or an unexpected frown may last only a fraction of a second in the trailer, but it hints at internal conflict, hidden motives, or secrets that may come to light. These moments encourage viewers to pay close attention, as understanding a character's true intentions could be key to making sense of the episode. Another example of hidden detail is the use of environmental storytelling. A door slightly ajar, a broken fence, or footprints in the snow all suggest movement, choices, or events that have occurred off-screen, building tension and creating the sense that the world of episode 5 is alive and constantly shifting. Even seemingly minor objects, like a discarded cloak or a banner fluttering in the wind, are deliberately placed to hint at unseen struggles and the shifting tides of power. The trailer also uses mirrored or repeated imagery to emphasize thematic points, scenes showing characters in similar poses, weapon in hand, or staring down a hallway, suggest parallels between different storylines or foreshadow repeated conflicts. These repeated motifs help viewers connect the dots, making the narrative feel cohesive while leaving enough mystery to keep the audience guessing. Toward the end of this section, the trailer teases several hidden figures in the background people, standing in shadows or partially obscured by smoke. These glimpses hint at the introduction of new players, or reveal that certain characters are being watched or manipulated. The trailer never lingers long enough to reveal their full role, but the fleeting images are enough to spark curiosity and speculation. By layering these visual hints, foreshadowing cues, and symbolic details, the trailer sets up episode 5 as a pivotal installment where hidden truths, secret plans, and the smallest choices will have enormous consequences. The audience is left With the sense that nothing is random, every glance, prop, and shadow carries meaning. Viewers are encouraged to watch closely, pick up on the subtle signs, and anticipate the unfolding drama. By the time this section of the trailer concludes, the tension has built steadily, making it clear that episode 5 will reveal not only epic battles, but also the intricate web of secrets, loyalties, and betrayals that define the Seven Kingdoms. Every element, no matter how minor it seems, is a piece of a larger puzzle that promises to reshape the story in ways viewers may never expect. By the time the trailer reaches its final moments, the tension has reached a fever pitch, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. It becomes clear that episode 5 is set to be a turning point in the story, where the consequences of past actions collide with the ambitions and secrets of the present. One of the first things that stands out is the repeated focus on characters who are standing alone, often in shadowy locations or at the edge of cliffs. These images suggest that episode 5 will explore isolation, difficult choices, and personal responsibility, showing how each character must face the results of their past decisions. It's easy to predict that some of these moments will lead to moral dilemmas or moments of betrayal, as alliances that seem strong may crack under pressure. Another major takeaway from the trailer is the emphasis on strategy and preparation. Scenes of characters studying maps, signaling to troops, or discussing plans in secret indicate that episode 5 will not only show battles, but also the thought and calculation behind them. Viewers can expect the episode to highlight cunning, deception, and tactical brilliance rather than just physical strength. This suggests that unexpected twists may rise, with smaller, overlooked players possibly altering the course of events through clever maneuvers or hidden agendas. There is also a clear focus on the emotional stakes in the trailer. Close-up shots of characters' eyes, trembling hands, and clenched fists emphasize that episode 5 will not just be about physical conflict, but about internal struggles. Characters are likely to face intense pressure, torn between loyalty, ambition, and personal desire. Some may make sacrifices to protect others, while some may act out of selfish motives, setting the stage for betrayal. One particularly intriguing aspect of the trailer is the way it teases new threats or hidden enemies. Quick flashes of figures in the shadows, faces half hidden, or movements barely visible in the background suggest that surprises are coming, and that not all danger will be upfront or easily recognized. This creates anticipation that episode 5 will reveal layers of conflict beyond what has already been established, keeping viewers on edge and questioning who can truly be trusted. The trailer also hints at the possibility of major turning points in the political landscape. Scenes of courtiers whispering in halls, kings or rulers appearing contemplative or worried, and characters exchanging meaningful glances suggest that episode 5 could reshape alliances and power structures. Long-standing relationships may be tested, and viewers might see characters forced into decisions that could change the balance of power across the Seven Kingdoms. Additionally, the trailer implies that personal histories and past events will play a significant role. Items like old letters, family crests, and inherited weapons are shown briefly, hinting that episode 5 will explore lineage, loyalty, and the weight of family legacies. These elements are likely to influence decisions and spark conflicts, adding depth to the battles and political maneuverings. One of the most striking predictions comes from the juxtaposition of large-scale battles with quiet, intimate moments. This contrast suggests that episode 5 will be both epic and deeply personal. It's not just about armies clashing, but also about the choices individuals make, the secrets they hold, and the consequences they face. Characters may find themselves confronting past mistakes, unearthing betrayals, or finally revealing truths that have long been hidden. Finally, the trailer hints at a theme of inevitability. Scenes of fire, falling objects, and looming shadows suggest that some events cannot be avoided, and that episode 5 may bring irreversible changes to the story. Viewers can anticipate shocking twists, difficult sacrifices, and moments that will redefine the course of the Seven Kingdoms. Every image, every subtle cue, and every fleeting moment in the trailer seems to point to one truth. Episode 5 will test the limits of loyalty, strategy, and courage, revealing that in a world ruled by ambition and power, no one is truly safe, and no secret remains hidden for long. By the end of the trailer, the audience is left with a sense of anticipation, urgency, and excitement, eager to see how these predictions unfold and which characters will rise, fall, or change the course of history in the Seven Kingdoms. As the trailer concludes, it becomes impossible to ignore the hints and Easter eggs that reward careful viewers and fans who know the lore of the Seven Kingdoms. Subtle background details, props, and character actions suggest that Episode 5 will not only continue the main story, but also expand on hidden threads that loyal fans have speculated about for a long time. For instance, in one fleeting frame, a character pauses,